to Behind the Veil, a video podcast powered by the national nonprofit media platform American Muslim Today. This is your AMT Global News Bulletin, bringing you the top headlines from around the world and across the U.S. Don't forget to subscribe to American Muslim Today, where the headlines meet hard truth. Today is Monday, August 4, and here are the stories making news. Good evening. A political showdown is unfolding in Texas. 51 Democratic state lawmakers have fled the state, most to Illinois, in a dramatic attempt to block a vote on a new congressional map that would solidify Republican control. The redistricting plan backed by President Trump would create 5 additional Republican-leaning districts in the House, threatening to tilt an already fragile national majority. Without a 2/3 quorum in the 150-member legislature, Republicans cannot proceed. Governor Abbott has called the absences a dereliction of duty and threatened removal from office. Attorney General KenPaxton took it further, saying the lawmakers should be arrested. At stake are not only new district lines, but also disaster relief funding and a proposed ban on THC. Texas currently holds 25 of 38 GOP seats. This redistricting aims to push that to 30, each in Trump-won districts.
Tensions erupted in Washington this weekend as the Senate left town for its August recess without confirming dozens of Trump administration nominees. The impasse stems from Democrats denying unanimous consent, forcing time-consuming roll calls for each nominee. Trump, fuming over the delays, told Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer to go to hell on TruthSocial. Senate Republicans, led by John Thune, now threaten to change the rules when they return in September, saying the current process is broken. Schumer warned this would backfire, arguing the GOP still needs Democratic votes for spending bills. This standoff is the latest chapter in a 2-decade battle over confirmations, one that has steadily eroded bipartisan norms and turned routine approvals into partisan warfare.
In a move escalating global tensions, President Trump has ordered 2 nuclear submarines to be deployed to unspecified regions following inflammatory remarks by former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev. Medvedev, now deputy head of Russia's Security Council, had threatened the U.S. after Trump issued ceasefire ultimatums over the Ukraine war. Trump, citing safety, said the deployment is just in case those words turning to action. The Kremlin has yet to respond, but Moscow's stock market tumbled after the announcement. Both Russia and the U.S. control the world's largest nuclear arsenals, raising the stakes of this high-level verbal warfare. Trump has imposed an August 8th deadline for Putin to end the war, threatening severe tariffs if Moscow fails to comply.
President Trump is once again turning up the heat on Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, this time calling on the Board of Governors to strip Powell of his decision-making authority. Trump accuses Powell of being stubborn for refusing to slash interest rates, which currently sit around 4.33%. Trump wants a dramatic 3-point cut to stimulate growth and reduce federal borrowing costs, even as inflation runs at 2.6%, just above the Fed's target. The Supreme Court recently ruled Trump can't fire Powell for policy disagreements, but the White House is now probing whether ballooning renovation costs at the Fed could provide grounds for dismissal. Powell's term ends in May 2026, but this battle underscores deep divisions over who controls the levers of the U.S. economy. That's it for now. Thank you for joining me on Behind the Veil. If you value our public service journalism, please support American Muslim Today, a 501c3 nonprofit, by following us on social media at American Muslim Today or donating at AmericanMuslimToday.com. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.